So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna lean into all of the mistakes and the punches because today was a dedicated like content creation day. And basically everything that could go wrong has gone wrong over and over again, but I am committed to just doing it anyway. And so this video is that, being honest about my content goals and what 10 months of consistent posting has taught me. My name is Miranda. My husband Quigley and I 5 years ago started a coffee company, and we are selling franchised coffee carts now, where we do plug and play coffee cart businesses in 90 days. And we are young and dumb and are genuinely just taking risks and hoping that it's in the right direction, praying that God breathes on it. And along the way, one of the most practical things that in today's day and age you have to do with a business is social media. And while I do feel like I'm good in front of a camera, like I genuinely hate the time commitment that it takes to do this. And I don't love just like, thinking through coffee cart content all day, but I do love conversations about business and especially about faith and about taking risks and learning along the way. And so today's video is just that. Here are lessons that 10 months of posting consistently has taught me about content creation. Lesson number 1 is consistency over quality. I feel like right now, because of how crazy life is and just like how busy we are with our kids and with the roasting company, franchise, catering, cafe, like if I can just be consistent, I need to celebrate that. Like, let's just celebrate all together everybody who is being consistent in posting. If I don't watch it, I can talk myself out of posting because I don't have like a nice camera or money for incredible like editors and all the extra time that's needed to maximize the blah, blah, blah. But consistency is a win. Like, we are on month 10 of creating content and learning. Every month I learn something about the more efficient ways to create and write and how, what direction we want to go and who's our audience and all this stuff. Like, the consistency is how you get sharper. It's how you learn more. So I'm just committed. Besides the quality, which I do want to, I care about it. I want to figure it out. I want to get better at it. But I'm not going to let not having those things or like not feeling confident in the equipment, doing this from an iPhone as a small business owner. Hello, it's 2026 and we're all trying to make it work. Like, just lean in, consistency over quality. I am winning because I'm being consistent, and that's enough. Like, let's call it a win. Give ourselves, a pat on the back. We're going to keep going, whether we have high quality product or not. And we will get better. We will get better, but we're going to be consistent in the meantime. Lesson number 2 is that learning your market just takes time. Now that I have 10 months of hundreds of shorts that have been put out, I can actually look back over the months and see which ones have performed better, which they always surprise me. And then now I have at least some kind of gauge of like, okay, if I'm going to put ad money behind something, like, let's review all the posts that we have and let's see which ones have done better than the other ones. Can we put ad money behind the ones that people are naturally drawn to? And can we see what demographics they're picking up and things like that? I think when I first started, I was looking at like, how to create, what ads go viral? What things do people care about? And there's not like a formula. Like, humanity is unique. And so post everything, put it all out there, and then just learn from what works with your audience and then keep growing in that direction. And so I think I was expecting a much quicker turnaround time. And now I'm realizing like, oh, we're 10 months in and we're just getting started on learning what our market is. And so consistency breeds results, and we're learning from our results, and learning our market takes time. For example, I have learned that like my audience is primarily women, and we're in the coffee space. So like I need to probably lean more on my husband, who is all coffee operations. Like, he really is the face of our brand, but he's always working. So he's working on operations, and I'm kind of helping to execute the like HR and the vision side, and we make a great team. But I was just thinking about a lot of my audience is women entrepreneurs, and do I lean into that, or do I look at, adding more men, more male-facing voices to attract male entrepreneurs as well? Because in the coffee space, it's definitely both male and female, but there's a lot of men that are interested in starting coffee carts. Another thing that I learned is like I've posted these YouTube videos tracking all of our stuff that we've done so far. And like my most viewed video was this one that talks about like confronting our debt problem. Like we've had so much business opportunity that we have borrowed, paid it off, borrowed, paid it off, borrowed, paid it off. Like you spend money to make money. And that's been our trajectory over the last 5 years. And we're finally at a place where like, we're done starting things. Like we're going to be tending to what we have now, and choosing to become franchisers was our last giant expense, and the one that we're consistent with, and the one that we want to focus on growth. But now we're in the like, okay, we're done starting things. Let's pay this off and let's keep growing. And I was surprised that so many people seem to resonate with confronting debt than anything else that I've posted. So I'm like, okay, that's an interesting, audience, thing that you just clock. And yeah, learning your market takes time. It's just going to take time. Lean in, post all the time, learn your market, enjoy it at least. Like, don't just post it and hate your job. Like, enjoy learning along the way. Lesson 3 is authentic conversations over scripts. With chat and with Claude and with all the AI things that we have accessible to us, it's so easy to just be like, hey, write my videos for me. But and I know, and the whole world knows when chat's written something that's not authentic. And it just, yes, it's helpful as a tool, but people are attracted to people, real life, real relationships. And so there are some times where like scripts, like teleprompter things are really helpful. And then there are times like this where it's just like, let's just have an honest chat about how hard this is and let's do it together. And I have my laptop open right now with like the 5 lessons that, this one says authentic conversations over scripts. And then it just says talk about it. So let's talk about how we all want friendships. We all want real conversations. We don't want this like, here's how I made $1 million in one day, because that's just not reality. Like it's hard to build a business. You quit your 9 to 5 to work 24/7. There's tons to talk about that nobody talks about. Everybody, you look on the outside at everybody's business and you see all the fruit of their hard labor, but you're also unaware of the things that they carry every night they go to sleep. And it's weighty, like it's hard to do this. And so at least with this YouTube channel, I'm hoping to at least document the authenticity, the reality behind building something and not really knowing what you're doing. I mean, we're talking with people all the time. Like we are unafraid to say we are humble enough to ask questions to people who are much further along than us, and we don't know what we don't know. And so we're documenting it along the way. And when it comes to creating content, like the things that people watch are the things that are real, not the things that are scripted and sold to people. Lesson 4, this one I stole from my friend Melanie. She started this group called Littles and Lattes, where she's building a mom community for stay-at-home moms. And she's been posting every day, and I've just been so inspired by her consistency, because she too doesn't have a studio. She's doing this, at home by herself, building something, and it's working. And she looked at the camera one day and she's like, when people ask like, are you trying to be an influencer? Like, are you trying to build this following? And she just says, yes. And she says, she looks in the camera and she says, if you want to do this, climb cringe mountain. And it made me laugh, because there's so many times where I do feel like embarrassed about posting things, I don't know, like the whole world wants to be an influencer, and it's not just about being an influencer, it's about building wealth and building an entrepreneurship where social media is a required avenue of, finding people. But everybody assumes that your attempt at building your business is your attempt at like just becoming this influencer for whatever motivation. And I just don't think that it has to be a bad thing. Like we're in a world where the digital media is how you build businesses. And so, yeah, you should want to become an influencer. In fact, I would almost argue that every business that's not on social media is missing an incredible opportunity to grow. And in order to grow, you have to do things like this, where you're at a friend's house, borrowing their backdrop so that you can make content in an area that's not just your office anymore. You have to climb cringe mountain. You have to look at the camera. You have to be okay with people walking past you. You have to be okay with people who know you commenting or having opinions about you. You just got to lay down all of the criticism and the whatever, perceived criticism that you have, that you think people care what you're doing. Just lay it down, climb cringe mountain, be committed, and make the content. Do it anyway, do it afraid. Lastly is that if I am doing this for anybody but God, I will find myself unfulfilled. Like 55 subscribers on YouTube is not motivating, and I don't know if 5,000 subscribers on YouTube is motivating. I think what is motivating is the feeling that what you're doing is not in vain. And I just think about the verse that says, like, don't despise the days of small beginnings. Like, God is he's in the trenches. He's in the building phases. Like, he's given us these dreams to steward, and I just believe that if he's put them in our hearts, like, he put them there and he's going to water it. It's the Lord who waters, the Lord who makes things grow. And so I don't know if this will ever turn around. I don't know if this will ever make money as far as like social media goes. I think it would be an awesome benefit. But in the meantime, or if nothing else, I just pray that my efforts would genuinely bring glory to God, that he would look and see that I am not the man who was given these talents or these dreams and buried it, but that at minimum, I'm going and investing and just saying, Lord, here's my efforts, do with it what you want, and ultimately be glorified in it. And I thank you, God, that you don't waste anything. And so even right now, if you're still watching this video, just trusting that God doesn't waste anything, I pray that you'd be encouraged by that. And if you're dreaming about something and you're unsure about whether or not you should take the first step, like, don't go and bury yourself. Like, don't go and hide your talents. Don't talk yourself out of it because of self-esteem. If you feel like you can't do it, you probably can't, and you're in a great position to let God use you and be the miracle waymaker that he is. Just say yes, lean in, and do what God's called you to do, and be free in it. Enjoy the dream, enjoy the dreaming, enjoy the building, lean in and have fun. Do it for an audience of one. If nothing else, this content is to lay before the Lord and just say, be glorified by my efforts. Lots of things that we can learn in content creation. I genuinely am still trying to figure out like what direction we're gonna go in the future. This is like the franchise channel, but also personally, like the things that I love talking about are all things business and faith, Bible, coffee related. It's a very open scope. And so for anybody that's watching, thank you for being a part of the family. Thank you for your support. And if you like and subscribe, it really helps this channel. At least that's what every other YouTuber says, and I'll believe it when I see the fruits of it. But I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon and learn from people who know more than me. Like and subscribe and watch us build our franchise company in real time. And thank you for your support in all of this. We'll see you in our next video.